a public service announcement. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm a process server. I'm also a real estate agent, and it amazes me when people want to do the stuff themselves. Hey, what's up everyone? It's William May, your best Los Angeles process server, driving in the rain. So if I'm not looking at you, I'm concentrating on driving. But I just wanted to do this video because a public service announcement. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm a process server. I'm also a real estate agent. And it amazes me when people want to do the stuff themselves, like pro-per or self-represented. Hey, that's fine. But I always tell my clients that hire me, review your documents with legal aid or a lawyer or some legal service to make sure you're doing it correctly. Because just because you think, you could do a thing, it's not necessarily the right thing. And I went through that myself years back. Me and my father owned our home, under joint tenancy. His name, my name, and we're close to the corner. So you have this liquor store on the corner, have this small house right next to it, then you have my house. Well, somebody was fixing the roof, redoing the roof or whatever, Spanish guy. Unfortunately, he fell off the roof, busted his head wide open, and had to go to the hospital. So I get served a thick pieces of paper, this is like 25 years ago. Yeah, I'm 54, so yeah, it was a while back. And I'm like, what? We're being sued? Somebody was on the roof and fell off. We hadn't had no roof done. Long story short, I try to make it long. Long story short, they're suing me and my father. We're in joint tenancy. I called the law firm, say, hey, you got the wrong address. They like, oh, okay. Do you want to go through your home insurance to take care of it? I'm like, you got the wrong person. They wasn't listening to me. I went through, I'm like, hey, I could do this without hiring a lawyer. I went to get the documents done. And, to save money, I just did everything on my name instead of my father's name. Right? So, long story short, I went to court, like, hey, they're wrong. It was a substitute lawyer there for the other side. And the judge, he was like, Mr. May, I'm going to put this gavel down, and a friend's going to talk to you. So listen to your friend. He put the gavel down. He said, Mr. May, Joe Blow, Mr. May, get a lawyer. Okay, I'm going to pick the gavel up. The judge is going to be back. And then picked up the gavel. I was like, hey, but this is not me. The plot plan says that it's a square. I guess the guy fell off the roof and said, oh, I don't know the address, but I guess it's the house right next to the liquor store. So when you look at the city plot plan, you see my house address, and the owner owns the liquor store and the little house next to it. So I guess that's why it's like one big square, And the judge was like, okay, your friend coming back, puts down the gavel and said, get a lawyer. Don't piss off the judge. This is your friend. I try to give you, some friendly advice, because I can't give you legal advice. So he picks up the gavel, and I was like, yes, sir. I walk out. I'm pissed off. And then attorney from the other side, he's like, hey, I don't have no beef in this fight. You know, they just asked me to step in. But that judge did you a solid. In the 20 years I've been a lawyer, I've never seen a judge step out like that for somebody. And probably also, too, it wasn't that many people in the courtroom. You know, I'm not racist or anything like that. I believe, you know, it's like, you know, if you respect people, people will respect you back. But I know some people are going to be like, what color was the judge? Well, he was white as snow. But I believe if you respect people, they respect you back. If they don't respect you back, I pray for them. So, you know, just for the people out there, it's like, was he white? Was he black? He must have been a brother. You know, no, it doesn't matter. You know, it's like, hey, you know, keep it simple. For those like don't like keeping it simple, keep it simple. You know, but the other attorney, he was like, I never seen that happen. He gave you a solid. I was like, how he give me a solid? You know, it was, you know, y'all suing me, and it you know, it's not me and my father's property. So he was like, you know, just get a lawyer. You know, he'll explain it to you because I can't give you legal advice. So I went home. It was Friday. Called a lawyer. Lawyer answers. He's like, hey, I'm on my way home. In my route, I'll pop by. He pops by, looks at the stuff I had, and he's like, well, hey, you did most of all the legwork. And it's like, yeah, you're right, you know, because, you know, you got the plot plan, but, you know, when you look at this, you know, the breakdown, you know, it shows that, you know, they made a mistake and stuff like that. The property, it even confirms that was next door, not our property. So he's like, yeah, this is a, you know, easy fix, and, you know, if they want to fight, you know, this is a frivolous, and we could get like 2 or 3 times the amount, because I think it was like $200,000 they were suing me for. So he sends off the fax. Back then it was fax machine. On Friday afternoon, Monday morning, I get word that they're gonna just cancel it and stuff. But, you know, he only charged me $200. I think I paid him $500. I gave him $200 in a check, mailed it off. But I had, back in the day, it was Fry's, a grown-up toy store. So I gave him a $300 Fry's gift card. He called me back, man, thank you for that Fry's gift card, man. I love Fry's. I get my office stuff, and, you know, I was like, man, I miss Fry's, you know. But now it's Amazon. But, you know, all right. But what I'm saying is, I spent like maybe like $2,500, $3,000 on paperwork, filings. It was over a year and all this other stuff. But all that cost me was like $200. And probably, you know, if I went to him in the beginning, it would probably have been less. But the way he explained it to me, if I remember correctly, I was there. My father at the time was probably around about 75, 76 years old, something like that. Older, you know. Love you, Dad. You know, he's not around anymore. One of the first African-American Marines. Hoorah! So, is that the same? I don't know. But hopefully it's the same military stuff. But, he said the judge could have said it was a default on my father's side because he didn't file, he didn't show, he didn't do anything. I did. So I probably would have, you know, like, proceeded with the case, but we would have still lost because they would have got a judgment on my father. And the judge didn't do a judgment or, you know, like when you don't show up, forfeit or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't give legal advice. But, you know, the attorney says, you know, you could have lost your house over this lawsuit that wasn't even your fault, you know, and these lawyers got money. So all that to say is, like, just be careful when you're suing somebody and you're doing everything yourself. It's not gonna hurt just to go to legal aid, invest your time, and just say, hey, am I doing this right? Because the person that was like trying to hire me, he wanted to sue everybody and their mama. And I was like, well, did you speak to a lawyer? I'm like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, well, 9 times out of 10, if they working 9 to 5, they ain't got no money, just like we ain't got no money. You know, we probably got money to pay our bills, but you know what I mean, deep pockets. When you sue somebody, that's what they say, deep pockets. You know, I used to be in a school bus. I used to have my school bus company, and there was an issue where a lady bought a school bus from another company, but she was going to that company to get that school bus, you know, the maintenance done. Every 45 days, you have to have the bus checked out for California law to make sure everything is working with that bus, preventive maintenance, you know. And something happened in Gorman, you know, it was black ice, lost control. Instead of suing the company that was doing the maintenance, they went for the bigger pockets of the insurance company that you know, insured, you know, in case crap happens. So, you know, this video is just, you know, an advisory, you know, hey, just be careful, because a lot of stuff we don't know about the legal system, and it's the reason why lawyers get paid, you know, to do their lawyer magic, you know. And you know, just talk to them, just see what they're talking about and see how it can help your case, because you know, don't do what I did, spend good money with bad money. And I could have saved a lot more money and time and worry, because, you know, it's like when somebody's talking about suing you for $200-something thousand, and you seeing pictures that they busted their head open and they, you know, they got stitches all in their head, and they're talking about taking your house, and you know, my father's, you know, was older, and, you know, he bought that house with his GI Bill in '77. You know, you don't want to lose your livelihood, the stuff that you want to pass down, you know, to your children, you know. And that was stressing him out too. So, but I hope this video helps. This is William May with the best Los Angeles County process server. So if you need legal documents served to a person, individual, or a company, just give us a call. And thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave some comments. Let me know what you think about the video, and if you have any stories. All right, take care.